Karanji, Kanola, Ghughara or Gujiya, whatever you say, is typical festivity food or festivity sweet. For stuffing or saran, we need Khava, Mawa or milk cake. We need freshly desiccated coconut, sugar, then mixture of cardamom powder and nutmeg powder. For pastry, we have to have semolina or suji or rava, white flour, corn flour or rice flour and ghee to make a paste, pinch of salt for taste and refined oil or ghee for deep frying these cannoli or karanji. If we want to add colors in the pastry, we can use different colors and make layers out of it. If you want to see how to make the pastry out of this dough, you can see my other video of tricolor canola or karanji. We have switched on the gas because now we will be making stuffing. Let us start. Here I have taken shredded fresh coconut, onto it Khava or Mawa or milk cake. Once it is a bit warm, I need to add sugar into it. And this will be our stuffing for today. We can add cardamom powder or little bit of nutmeg, whatever flavorings you want, but generally these two. We can add saffron as well. We have to just mix it and not to make it dry. See, it's getting mixed properly. Now this is sufficient warm. Add into it this brown sugar. We have to just make sure that this sugar dissolves properly. Now water from this fresh coconut and a little bit of moisture content from this milk solids will dissolve this sugar, and once it is dissolved, we need to stop. Or some aroma. Yeah, now this is mixed properly. Now we have to keep it aside for cooling, and later on we will add cardamom into it. Our dough was sitting here. We had covered with wet cloth, and we'll make layered pastry out of it. I'll divide this in 3 equal portions. We don't want to change the composition and we don't want outer layer to be dried. And to make layers, prepare this paste. Here I am using corn flour and a little bit of ghee. And we have to mix it such a way that this spoon is touching parallelly and smearing this mixture and making fine paste out of it. And this will be using, put in between 3 layers of this dough. Let's prepare the pastry or khaja's pastry. Khaja is like layered pastry. So here, now if you can see, the thickness is not like thin because we have to punch some impressions into it. Put this layer. Make sure that all these bits are properly covered. No air is trapped so that bubbling will not be there. Keep it aside, same way. We'll roll it kind of thick and again create these impressions of bits. Cover this layer of mixture of corn flour and ghee. Yeah, third and final layer. This third layer is ready and it's done. Now we'll be rolling this and we can see small air pockets were there. So just to avoid big blisters, we are doing this. And now I'll roll it long way, whatever. Next step is, now I'm holding it like this and rolling this and pressing it and bit stretching. We can do like this as well. Generally, I remember my mom and my aji or grandmom, they used to do this way. Yeah. Now we are going to cut this in, say, 1.5 inch. See, we have to just consider that how big that puri should be, and so obviously half the size of that puri will be our karanji. So here I am cutting like, say, 1 inch portions, and if we see, we can see the layers there. And as usual, cover it with wet cloth. We are adding this mixture of cardamom and nutmeg powder. For Indian mithais, most of the times just nutmeg and mostly cardamom that is used. Obviously we use saffron as flavoring agent, but not much. Our oil is heating now. I have kept it on high, then later on, once it is sufficient hot, remember we have to keep it on low. And in the meantime, I am rolling this, make it flat, press it, and if we want a little bit of corn flour or rice flour, just to make sure it's not sticking to the board. We will be making very thin puri or roti like thing out of this. If we observe carefully, we can see the layers onto this pastry. So our mixture is also cooled off. In advance you can judge, like, how big your karanji should be or canola. So considering that size, I have taken this portion of mixture. Smelling so nice, it's sticky, don't worry, that's the best thing. Now this mixture we are keeping bit offside, not exactly in the center, because what happens when we roll over this pastry over this should match here. Can you see it's matching here? If it is in the center, it won't match, and then it will be very difficult, wastage will be more. Put a little bit of water or milk or whatever you want, just to make it a bit sticky. These edges should be sticky, and yeah, done. Nice. Even I can feel like, oil is sufficient hot, so I have kept that gas on low. To seal the edges, I won't be using that serrated cutter. Instead, we'll fold it like this. In Marathi, it is called as murad ghalna, means like rolling it this way, and we are sealing these edges. Once it is done, we are keeping under wet cloth not to dry it out. So we'll make few of these like this. Let us do some variation. We have these 3 layers which are of 3 different colors. This is tricolor thing. That is deep fried. Slowly put in refined oil or ghee. You have to keep it to kind of low. It is cooked evenly and nicely. Give a bath of hot oil so that it will be evenly fried.